Good morning, all. Elliott Trades here. Gonna get an analysis on all the USD major pairs: EURUSD, GBPUSD, NZDUSD, and AUDUSD. Now, looking at EURUSD, we did say yesterday I did a detailed video, basically saying that all of them should go up. They've all gone up. Now we'll break down what has happened over here. I'd mentioned that any closes above there, I was entering before, but any closes above there was a confirmation that we're bullish, because we had this corrective zigzag, as you can see. Then our channel, or if you want to just look at it like a trend line from the top, when it got broken, you see this behavior here. You get one or two things. You get price come up, sweep the area, and drop, or it fakes it and carries on back up. Once you get the closes back on the other side, you get this type of manipulation and price comes back above it as well. That's all more confirmation. Now, my target, I said, is these equal highs and even higher. The thing with this is now, get rid of this, and let me get rid of the indicators for now. Thing with this now is, I've noticed that we've come up in what appears to be a leading diagonal. I'm going to mark out the leading diagonal. Okay, to me this is a leading diagonal. Until proven wrong, this remains a leading diagonal to me. Now that's okay, that's fine. That is most likely wave one. It could be A, so then you get a 2 or a B, then a 3 or a C. And after the potential 3 or C, we will look to see how prices moves to see if we're going to get a fifth wave or a complete reversal. Okay, for example, if price comes up in a 3 or C, comes down and then hits the 0.618, taken from the potential 2 or B to that 3, then we know that that was an A, B, C, and would take the price down. But more on that as price develops. But yeah, this looks like the perfect leading diagonal. So therefore, where price is right now, it cannot come and touch the one-to-one over here. Let me just double check that's the correct measurement. Yep, that's correct. So it cannot be longer than 3. It cannot even be the same size as 3. So we put the one-to-one on the chart, and we expect price to, it can get close, sometimes it gets really, really close, but we expect price to respect that one-to-one that we have here in blue. So that means, as much as this looks appealing, these equal highs, price isn't about to take them out just yet. It looks like we are going to get a 3-wave move down. In fact, I'm going to close some positions, something like that, and then continuation to the upside. After a leading diagonal, you can get quite deep retracements. Now, don't get me wrong, we'll have a look, but this could potentially be a 1, 2, 1, 2, and this can go up in a 3. That can happen. Okay, so or A, B, and C. But as you know, if we break this one-to-one, then we know we don't have a leading diagonal over here, and we have something else, and most likely it would be more bullish. It would probably be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. They are the most probable potential moves in my view for the market. Okay, so look, we've come down into, and this, we're on a 4-hour time frame. We came down into this demand correctively. Okay, came down into this demand correctively. We're breaking structure to the upside, multiple structures to the upside here. Yeah, we've got obvious liquidity here. Now let me just quickly have a look at the indicators now. I'm going to remove some stuff from the chart because we don't need to have them on the chart. We know what we're looking at. It's that one-to-one and equal highs here that are important right now. Let's get the, what was I going to do? Yeah. Looking for signs of bearish divergence. We're actually on quite a high time frame. We'll go down to the hour and the 15. Okay, but yeah, there's still 2 hours after this 4-hour candle. This could slump. 1 hour time frame. This has literally just opened. As you can see this has got a up tilt to it, right? These highs got an up tilt to it. If we look at the same area on the TDI, got a down tilt to it. Okay, we're starting to diverge over here. Obviously, like I said, we cannot touch this one. Not yet. We cannot touch the one. So inside here, we probably got an ending diagonal on a smaller time frame. We can have a look. On the 15, even more obvious, you can see the down slope over here. Our latest new high over here, new high, is down here on the TDI. I'm going to take a better look. Completely lower. And as much as it's not as high as there, it's still in the oversold section, overbought section. All right. I'm looking for this to drop soon. I don't think we're going to touch one-to-one. I think I better make that a bit more of an obvious color. It's just, it lines up exactly with the high daily range, so just know that it's there. Okay, 5 minutes. So literally, just looking at the, the level, the price action, knowing that it looks like a diag, okay, and looking for divergence in the area. I mean, we've got a little, it's okay to catch a sell here, in my view. It's okay to catch a sell. Where would I take the sell to? So you could take the sell, stop loss just at the one-to-one or just above the equal highs. Just give it a pip or two, just in case. You don't want the spreads to manipulate you out. All right. Now, if you are going to take a sell, when you're looking for a three-wave move, a corrective move is going to be tricky. It could even come down here, come up, take the high, and then come down again in an expanded flat. Okay. One thing I do know, you kind of do get see, because in a leading diagonal, none of the corrections can be flats. They can only be zigzags or zigzag family structures. So you got your 1, you got your zigzag, you got your 2, your 3. So 1 zigzag and 2, 3 zigzag and 4. You can see we're not gonna get that expanding flat. It might look like flat sometimes, but like over here, no, we don't hit the 90%. But we could have hit the 90% and did this, and it would look like a running flat. But we know that obviously if we're in this, it's not. So one thing we cannot see is price come up and give us, an expanding flat. Then we know, okay, that is surely a flat. But what price likes to do is when this move completes, often I see after this move completes, we then do get a running flat. Okay, so potentially we'll get a running flat because I see it often. Right? Maybe we don't, maybe we do, but just have that in mind. So looking for potentially a decline into here. There's some inefficiencies, as you can see. There's a gap in here. Okay. If we got into there and I saw signs of accumulation, signs of strength, I'll be more than happy to buy. Okay. There's another zone just below it over here. But no, I can't say I think this or whatever. I'm looking at here. potentially even here at the psychological high range. Okay, what you don't want to see is price come down and hit the 0.886. Okay, decreases the probabilities of this being a 1 and a 2. So on to GBPUSD. GBPUSD. Right, so don't forget, overall bullish on all the USD pairs. Okay, on the CO2 data report, euro and pound have been declining, closing sales and opening buys at a high rate, especially Euro USD is at a record amount of buys currently. Potentially leading diagonal on the pound. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1-to-1 is, oh, here we go. So if I look at this, we might have just hit this 1-to-1. Let's just make sure. Okay. We do not have a leading diagonal on the pound. Because we went and hit that 1-to-1. I would be more patient with the pound now. Unless sorry if you can hear the noise in the background. All right. 1, 2, 1 second, yeah? Give me a sec. All right. I'm back. Okay. Now, quick check on Euro USD. Okay, potentially GBP USD. Sorry, potentially this could be our 1. All right. I mean, why am I even looking for? Well, I kind of want to look for a leading diagonal. So because we got 5, a 3, a 5 that did not extend to 1618. Okay, in bullish structure. Okay, so this could, yes, it could end. It could just be a 5-3-5 zigzag, but that would mean we're coming down and we're taking out this low more than likely, right? And that would mean that we're bearish more than likely. So I don't believe that's the case. So I'm expecting another 3 down, another 5 up potentially. And even if it's not a diag, it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. But eventually, I'm looking for price to come down and give us a 2 wave to continue higher. Okay. I will just check this out quickly. All right. So that hit the 1-to-1 of that. There's no way that this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the leading diagonal like this anymore, because that 5th wave is not allowed to be longer than 3rd wave. And expanding diagonals are extremely rare, and for this to be an expanding diagonal, third wave would have to be longer than the first wave anyway. So we can put that down. What I'm going to do though is look at the potential of this being a diag like this, because there is a good probability we are having one by the look of it. 1, 2, 3, then we look for a 4 and a 5. Alright, we've taken that high. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because as you've seen, and I can just show you again, now the third wave is shorter than the first wave. And as you can see, yeah, it looks like a 5, a 3, and a 5. So here might even be 5, 3, 5. It looks like an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, my lines will go like this now. And we're waiting for that fourth wave to land. That fourth wave comes in, you know, we see something small break structure, cool, we can expect that, but we cannot anticipate price taking out 1-to-1 of the 3 that we've made. Otherwise, just like the last setup we just had, that would not be a diag. So say 4 came, I don't know, down here, we cannot go beyond the 1. So yep, that's GBPUSD. As for NZDUSD, we have a quick look at this. I do have to kind of go take these indicators off. Okay, potentially we're in a 4 or B, you know. Depends if you want to say 1, 2, but that 4 is extremely long in comparison to the 2. So I don't really like to count this like that. So realistically, all I know is we've got a big impulse move up that broke structure to the upside. This is why I like Wyckoff as well. Okay, because it can, when it's hard to count, you've got Wyckoff, or the way that Pips of Persia trades it. He's let me know, obviously in his YouTube channel, we how to trade it, and this here to me is clear accumulation. We've broken the highs and we're staying above the highs. It's very likely this is accumulating. You can see this round off happening here, accumulating to me to break out the highs and continue higher. So to me, it's kind of looking like A, B, looking for C to the upside. What I would do in this scenario is I literally channel this. Okay, I literally channel that. Now the high could be there, it could be there. Going with it is most likely here, and I'm expecting price action to come up to at least a very minimal this midline and then drop. Okay, but I'm expecting higher for NZDUSD if I'm being honest. So maybe taking out this high, or at least coming to the highest point of supply, and then we can see what happens at that point. Okay, ultimately this is your supply zone, this whole thing here. I'll put the middle line on because we could expect price to potentially get into there. It lines up with here as well, you know. If we're gonna do this and stop at the midline, maybe we're gonna start picking up pace. Okay, so as for that, AUDUSD is going to be very similar to NZDUSD. As you can see, extended A or 1, sideways price action that has maintained above the highs, above the breaks of structure. Okay, tells me that, you know, Elliott wave, right? Elliott wave, when we don't get a retracement that's deep, it'll be and it's shallow, we make up for it in time. You can see how much time we've gone sideways from like Monday the 21st of April. It's been a month exactly So a month going sideways, expect continuation. And I believe that continuation is going to be higher for AUDUSD. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll update you later. I'm also in EUROCAD buys. I wouldn't jump in now. I'd wait for maybe a distribution to come down to some type of area into a good point of interest, maybe like this one. Good point of interest. After grabbing liquidity, you're going to want to see price grab liquidity in the point of interest. So maybe this low, it could be here, I'm just saying. And then continuation to the upside. All right, take care, peace.